Going live. Going live, going live, going live. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. And I think we are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Kayla C1, thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to the entrepreneurs, the stay-at-home moms and pops. Shout out to the retirees. Shout out to my drivers, the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, the delivery drivers, the truck drivers, especially the long distance truck drivers. Shout out to Troy Stars Trucking. Big up yourself, and like I ask everybody, please go and subscribe to Troy Stars Trucking. Check his channel out. His channel is very informative. It's a brother who's doing great things away from our homeland or our birthland of Jamaica. He is making strides overseas. And I also tell my other brothers and sisters out there, if you're really interested in the trucking business, this is a whole career field. Okay, and if you're really interested in that trucking business, then that channel, Troy Stars Trucking, is one of the channels that I would say you could go to, and you will learn a whole lot from that channel. All right. To every person out there who wishes good for others as much as you want good for yourself, that important part right there, I have the utmost respect for you. Big up yourself, and thanks for being here. And we're back, and we're live again, once again. All right, let me shout out some people on the screen this morning before we get into the show. We are talking to Jan Mitchell. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Lady Joy, greetings. Nature Man or Nature Man. Thank you for being here. Lady Joy, I said that already. Bless up. Thank you again, Lady Joy. Anne Marie Lewis, thank you for being here. Good morning, everyone. Snow is coming. I didn't want to make you feel too jealous or too any kind of way, so I wouldn't post my videos and my pictures. But for those of us who live in South Florida, USA, right now we're having beautiful weather, like beach weather. Some people still even swimming at the beach. So the weather is nice here. We're not seeing any snow. We haven't had that much rain. Still warm. And in my cup this morning is some Cersei. Some bitter Cersei. All right, so this morning we're going to talk about a couple of things, people. So we're going to talk about Tommy Lee Sparta. I don't know if you know him, but if you don't, you're going to get to know him this morning. So Tommy Lee Sparta has been arrested. And then a day after he was arrested, he was officially charged. We're going to talk about that. Famous dancehall artist, one of the more famous dancehall artists, actually, is now in police custody, and we're going to talk about that. Why YouTube stopped the live that we were doing the other day, because we were talking about vaccine and all that other stuff. We're going to talk about that and give everybody a clear understanding of what happened. All right. We're going to talk about, let me see, the Jamaican woman who's a nurse, and she's the first to take the COVID vaccine. We're going to talk about that, tie that in with the Tuskegee experiment, and then, yes, Rowdy Rebel is home, and bartender series. So let's start out with the bartender series. I like to share stuff with my audience so we're on the same page. And like I said, YouTube actually now has an algorithm that's public for everybody. So for instance, when I get on YouTube, I can see, because YouTube tells me, and it says people who watch SouFLoTV or SouFLoTV's audience also watches this. That's what it says for every video that I click on or select. It'll tell me. So if I'm having fun, I want you to have fun too. There's a series out. And of course, I'm a proud Jamaican and I love our culture. So there's a series out that's called Bartender on YouTube. Expressions JA on YouTube carries the Bartender. Go and watch that series. That's all I'm going to tell you. The series has quite, I think they're in the third season now. There's quite a few series you would have to catch up, but it's going to be one of those binge watchers. And it's all created in Jamaica and by a brother that I think is just a genius. Not only is he a genius for what he is doing with the series and creating opportunities and creating a platform for so many different people that are involved in his movement. This is what it's supposed to be about. And he truly is one of those people. Orville Expressions for me is legendary. I'm supposed to do and I'm going to do a full promo piece for that show called Bartender because I want you to understand what's behind it. As far as I understand, the main person that's behind it is another one of our own that I have to big up. But it's filmed in Jamaica, takes place completely in Jamaica, and it's one of those things. When you sit down and watch Netflix and binge watch your favorite show, this is one of them. All right. So I'm asking you to support your own. Check out Bartender. Make sure you subscribe when you go over there to SouFLoTV sent me. So when I go over there and I see SouFLoTV sent me, I can, feel somewhere good about myself that we're active and we're helping each other to grow. Right now, I think the series channel has 30-something thousand subscribers. I think we can do a whole lot better than that, especially for something that is so well put together and so well presented. Go and go watch it. All right. So thank you. Who's that? Queenie Morris will watch after this live. Trust me, Queenie, when you start watching Bartender, you're going to be hooked. For the rest of you, when you start watching Bartender, you are going to be hooked. All right. All right. So let's start from the top. I come with a little list this morning. I think it's appropriate to start out explaining why YouTube stopped our live the other morning. So here we go. So we were doing a live the other morning and we were talking about vaccine, the new vaccine that's coming. I was informing the audience and telling them that the Pfizer biotech vaccine was approved. It was given the emergency use approval. The EUA stamp is what all of them were looking for. Pfizer secured it first. Okay, so the vaccine is well on its way. It got its approval for emergency use and it's being dispersed. It's out there. So people are now getting vaccinated and we're seeing people being vaccinated on television, usually people in a prominent position somewhere. And it's a part of the campaign to have us know or believe that the vaccine is safe. There's nothing wrong with it. You can go ahead and take it because your leaders, your celebrities, your healthcare workers, they're stepping out and they're taking this vaccine themselves. When we did that live, there are people that say, SouFLo, don't talk about certain things because they will take your video, they will take you off the air. YouTube has rules and regulations. How come you don't know that you can't talk about vaccine and all that? Let me explain this to you. YouTube has rules, laws and regulations like anywhere else that you work, right? And they were flip-floppy on what to talk about, what not to talk about. What YouTube is mainly concerned about when you talk about vaccine, they're concerned about you drumming up a fear among the people and not giving people their own choice to think, like, and also spreading false information. So they're not for that. Like, for instance, Twitter took the president off Twitter, blocked the president during the election because he kept on saying things like, the election is going to be rigged, the election is stolen, we have proof, all that other stuff. And they silenced that because there was no proof. And while he was taking it to court, the courts were not finding any proof. They were saying he was coming to court with his lawyers to say the election is rigged. Well, the courts are saying, where is your proof? If you have some proof, we can work with the proof. There's no proof. So that kind of stuff they're more concerned about. They're not concerned about us speaking. Matter of fact, they want us to speak, but you have to speak in certain terms. Like, for instance, it was already on the front of the New York Times and all these big entities, which SouFLoTV, I'm just a little tiny person in comparison to these entities. But they wanted us to let the world know that a African American female is the key scientist in that particular vaccine. Why? Because it was at a Black Caucus meeting that the question was asked directly to Dr. Fauci. And the question was, what is our role in this? What is the Black American or the African American role in this vaccine? We've heard rumors. They're coming for us first. Their goal is to inoculate all of us first and or give us the real thing, use us as test labs, test rats, lab rats, while they give everybody else a placebo and watch us all die out. This is a plot to kill out the African American population. This is about human depopulation across the globe. All this other stuff. In line of that, those rumors, Dr. Fauci was asked directly, appropriately, because they're addressing the fears of the wider audience of Black people. What is our role in this? And I would hope my leader would ask that. What is our role in this? My community, what is our role in this? Did we play a part in its development? What are you guys' goals for this concerning our community, etc.? And he let the world know. He wants the world to know. African American female. Well, one bag of mix-up came after, but when the live stopped day before yesterday, when the live stopped, it was not YouTube taking our video down specifically. That's not what happened. When the live stopped, YouTube crashed. YouTube crashed globally. So whoever was going live at that time experienced the same interruptions that I did. Hours and hours, even about almost 24 hours after the live was done and YouTube was back up and running, that same video that we did still was not processed out 100%. So I private the video. I'm the one that took the video down, put the video on private, because we had a serious, informative discussion that morning, and I don't want to lose the video. So I still have the video. The video was not taken away by YouTube. I did not get kicked off the air because I was speaking about vaccine and all that other stuff. Rumors are out there though, and I tell my audience this all the time. Us as a people, man, our biggest enemy is us. Us as a people, our biggest enemy is us. When that live froze, shout out to the people who called me. Shout out to the people who went straight to my Gmail right away to let me know, because I was stuck here looking at the screen and the screen said 650 people on live. I didn't see the number changing, and usually the number changes as people come and go. So it would go 650 and then it would say 620. So 30 people just left. Then it would say 690. So that much people came back. The number was frozen. The chat was frozen. Right now, in the chat comment section, I can read Chris Royal says up, up. Queenie Morris says speak. Patricia says a blessed good morning. Laurel Newman, see, I can read what you're typing in the comment section as I'm doing the show. When it froze the other morning, that froze. So whoever was commenting, I wasn't seeing it. And I said to the audience, can you hear me? Can you see me? Because I wasn't getting any feedback that would tell me if I was being heard or seen, right? You know, our people are special people. Some people, right, they come here and they tune in and they say stuff like, yeah, man, big up SouFLo and I wish you all the best. They even say stuff like, talk up the things, SouFLo. Are you brave? Tell them. Those are the same people, some of them anyways, that screenshot when the live froze, took my video over to other platforms. Within a good hour or two after it froze, I would say later on in the evening, I'm scrolling through YouTube and on Instagram and I see my video up. But it was screenshotted because nobody has the whole video. It's processing. So I put it on. Matter of fact, today I will go and look, see if it's finished processing in a YouTube processor that us creators have attached to our account. So later on, I will go and look and I will see. And if it is processed all the way out, I will post the live so you guys can catch up to what was said in the live. But some of you, man, some of you, them take screenshot. They went on other platforms. Yes, them take down SouFLo off of the ear. Him chat too much. Big mouth boy. Somebody say, you believe me now? Big mouth boy. You hear me say enough to talk about certain things. But you too big mouth and you this and you that. This is the reason why I tell my audience, I say, and this is also the reason why people get a level of platform out here and then they turn their backs on our issues. And we sit there, and some of us sit there and say, look upon him. Big platform, he can't even use his platform to address real issues. For me, why you only doing dancehall review videos? Why you only doing music and entertainment? You can use your platform for so much more. You can tell truth and all this. And I always say to my audience, don't let nobody throw no battery in your back, right? They will encourage you to talk all kinds of things, and they will pretend that they are for you and they're listening. This is my own people. This, I don't know, white man I do this. This is not no government doing this. This is us doing this. And as soon as you get out there and you do it, the minute you start to catch hell for standing up and for speaking out or for trying to enlighten, the minute you start to catch hell for that, it's the same people that will screenshot you, that will take it to somewhere else, that will laugh. Oh, yo, them tech down him platform. You know how long me want the boy come off of the ear? Eh? You know how long me want the boy to come off of the ear? You know how long me want them shut down SouFLoTV? Queen's World, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. So it was amazing to me to see how quickly it went other places. You chat too much. I tell people all the time, you know, my children, I am their main protector provider. So I have a lot to stand up for. And I have 6 children that depend on me. So don't think I'm going to come out here and wave some flag in the name of my people and get shot down. Don't think I'm going to come out here and wave some flag in the name of my people and speaking truth for my people. What is my people? A group of people that don't care about me, that pretend that they care about me, that throw a battery in my back and motivate me to go get myself killed just for their gratification. So they can sit around and have something exciting to talk about for about 2 days. So there's a lot of misinformation going around because now my thing is full. People are at SouFLo wanting, you can't go live again. Them take where you're right. Them shut down your channel wanting. It's nothing like that. When that cutout hit yesterday or day before yesterday on the live, it affected everybody across the globe that was on YouTube on a live. If you notice, after that, I still uploaded another video. Because I have this lady, and matter of fact, now I have this lady who she is saying that she is in connection with the Lord and she is getting these divine messages that she needs to deliver. And I said, this is an opportune time to put that message out so that people can hear it, right? And I also said that it's what she is saying in the live is not necessarily what I believe. But I respect my audience members. I respect my subscribers so much that if you come to me with something and I look at it and it's not filled with profanity and disrespect for other people, and it's not grossly misleading to my audience, I will air it on the platform. I will give your thing an air as well, because that's what we're here for. See? So I put her stuff up so her message can get out to a broader audience. I don't necessarily have to believe in her religion or her version of who God is or even her message, but I respect it. And for the fact that there was some truth in it, I put it out there. But yeah, A lot of the people who come and say, yeah, we support you, man, big up yourself, SouFlo, they're the quickest ones to go run away and start telling everybody else. Long time I want them take him off my ear, and I'm glad when them take off, when them shut down him show, you say, look there, look on him now, full of chat, always a chat. Now, people, mind you, I don't speak to disrespect other people, not on purpose. And if I do, I apologize if someone tells me that I was disrespectful to them, blah, blah, blah. I try to keep the thing clean. I try to keep the thing respectful. But you would pray for me to get shut down, to get taken off the air and all that stuff. Like, and not to give credit to negativity or attention, because this idiot right here does not know that it's simple for us to just hit the button and you're blocked from the channel, period. Right? So I don't have to entertain the negativity, but I'll use this one as a perfect example. Here we go. Ice Chip S5000 in the comment section right there. You are still a botty man. And that's from speaking to, that's why I say our people are sick. When someone comes and they uplift you and they encourage you, right? And they encourage you to pray and to strengthen yourself spiritually and to understand what's going on around you. And they feed you positive information. Not only that, they feed you truth, or they go digging for truth on your behalf. This is somebody that you cherish, right? This is somebody that you at least respect. But this is how sick some of us are. I'm leaving it there for a minute for a reason. They don't bother me. They don't bother me. I can easily delete it, but I leave it there so people can see it, right? That these are the people, and this person is speaking up, but these are the people that show up in numbers. Sometimes when you see me do like the mix-up topic them and the drama topic them, and you look and you see the live has 1,200 people on it, when our normal numbers are about 3, 4, maybe 5 and 600 sometimes, it's because those people are here and they're here in numbers. So when I tell my good people, those who consider themselves good, when I tell my, everybody consider themselves good anyways, even that idiot considers him or herself good. When I tell you support this person or do that or do this, it is actually a call to action. It is us flexing our powers. Not me, us flexing our powers to be able to move a unit of people towards one objective, right? This is the way we can uplift each other. But there are a lot of them here, and this is the mindset of a lot of our people. Yeah, man, I wish you well enough. Big up yourself, SouFlo. I watch your show all the time, everything. And then as soon as you turn your back, can't wait for them tear it down, you see. Can't wait for them take it off my ear. The boy chat too much. Yo, all the boy there. Yo, I hope somebody kill him. I hope somebody kill him. These are the things that I get. So I'm very well aware. I'm very well aware of what's out here. And just so you know, when you see me out in the streets, right? Just so you know, I move a certain kind of way. So if you see me and you say, wow, I'm SouFlo, and you see me get guarded, just so you know, there are people out there, a lot of people out there who pretend to be good, who pretend that they want your best interest or they have your best interest at heart, that they respect you or what you do, etc. But they have ill intentions for you. That's not just for SouFLoTV. That's how a lot of our people operate on a day-to-day basis. YouTube is just a microcosm look at what the big outlook is for us. So I don't want nobody come tell me about white man do this and other people do that, because throughout my life, what I have witnessed is us do us the worst. Yeah, us do us the worst. It's like we wait for the oppressor to do us something bad, and then we look at it and we say, I could do better than that. I could do a better bad or a worse bad than that. And we actually go at it. in seeing how badly we can hurt each other, how good we can tear each other down, how excited we can get when each other falls or is torn down by others. And then we expect to do what? To rise as a people. We expect to be successful as a people. We expect to be respected as a community. By who? By who? Who respects someone that tears their own people down? They're scared of you. Because if you're the type to tear your own down, imagine what you will do to somebody that is not of yours. So this is a broader look. But we're good people. We and YouTube are good. Okay? They didn't tear down the live and take down the channel and because we were talking about no vaccine or nothing like that. There's a lot of rumors out there. We're good. We're here. All right? You see me? I'm here in the flesh. And there are no issues. It's kind of sad still. All right. So as we move along, somebody says vlogging is not for everyone. Well, everything is not for everyone. But a lot of us or a lot of who I've ran into that are my people again, they think that when you do this vlogging stuff, and this is not vlogging, by the way. This is not vlogging. Vlogging is when you carry a camera around and you show your movements. I went to the beach today. I show you my family getting ready to go to the beach and we're laughing. Shout out to Trabas TV. Trabas is a vlogger. That if you look at Trabas videos, that's vlogging. Vlogging is what's happening throughout the day and all that in your life, and you're showing them vlogs. We went to the beach, then we went to a restaurant to go eat after, then we went to the fair, and then we went to a party after, and then we came home, and you're able to see each of those in sequence, and you follow it, right? Thank you, babe. My wife's here this morning. So that's not vlogging. That's vlogging. This what we do here is not vlogging. I give you a vlog every now and then, but I do a show. This is a commentary show. This is a talk show platform. That's why when people say you chat too much, I say you can't be too intelligent because you come to a talk show and tell the host of a talk show that they talk too much. Your intelligence level is pretty low, right? So, all right. Militant one, no problem, man. Manners and respect, same way. So we're good. We're here. A lot of people apparently wish for us to be gone. You know what's funny? Let me tell the story real quick. So I don't know if a lot of you remember it, but when we first started YouTube, there were a lot of people that said stuff like, oh, that gal there, this is my wife, right? That gal there, this is 5 years later. I'm telling you this now. And I'm guarantee you that a lot of them went through about at least five relationships in that space of time that we've been together in our one relationship. Anyhow, there are a lot of people that used to say a lot of bad stuff, and it was all our people. How they have proof that me and Brains are related by blood, and you know, see how them look alike. Now, mind you, you know, everywhere I've been in the world, I've had people say, yo, do you have a twin? Or you have a brother? That's for I was even in the UK, in London, and people are telling me that I have a twin, and they know me from Nigeria, and I'm an Igbo man, and this and that, and they remember me, and I'm like, I've never been to Nigeria. I'm actually Jamaican, and they swear, you know, so people used to spread those rumors again just to tear us down. Them asleep together with each other. Nah, see them. And when they say stuff like that, our comment section used to be filled. So the good people were outnumbered by the people who wanted that sick type of entertainment. When you find entertainment in seeing good people being torn down, then you are ill here. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Go straight to go get some help. Don't go left, don't go right. Go straight to help. When you find entertainment in watching good people get torn down, destroyed, you are ill here. You hear me? You are ill here. And we can't even do nothing about it because a lot of the time it's the audience members themselves. No follow, watch good stuff, and then you're like, yes, SouFlo, but it did so exciting me that I go see it too. Okay, so if you go see it, you go see it. I don't care. Share the views with everybody. Everybody out here can eat, right? We make our money. We eat our food. Them kind of thing there. But when you start leaving comments, and it's funny to watch some of those same people on your section, and they're like, manners and respect, SouFlo, bless up. And then later on, because YouTube feed with the video them all when we don't want to see it enough, because I don't watch their videos. They pop up. Later on, you'll see, yeah, that's why I stop watch the boy, because him chat too much. And the same person who is over here saying, yes, SouFlo, manners and respect, big up yourself. Weirdos. But they tried very hard to tear down me and Brains. You hear, so we did that sleep together. We are two first cousins, and they have proof and all kind of something. I did a skit with my son, which now people are doing the same skit, and everybody is finding it funny. The skit where you're in the bathroom and you take a poop, and then oh, look, they screenshot just that little part of my video. Look, them boy are not Jamaican, who play with them feces and who eat them feces. He was caught on tape eating his own feces. SouFLoTV, a botty man, a nasty man, a this, that, and they do it all. And we weathered that storm, right? We weathered that storm. I remember when me and Brian said, matter of fact, I'm going to work one morning. We were out in Texas. I was on contract. And I'm going to work. I'm going to say, babe, I turn over internet today. Watch. And she said, what are you going to do? I'm going to say, no, don't worry about it. On my way to work, I just took out my cell phone like this. And I'm driving, right, to the facility. And I just started saying, McGee, everything, you know, everything, gosh, this good, man. Everywhere in a minute. Brain's gone, left SouFlo. She find new man. We did see it from a long time. We know say she did a sleep with somebody else already. Them girl, they young and them want free life. And shout out to the people who were there that were like, yo, I don't believe this. I don't believe it for 1 second. I hear SouFLoTV part. He looked like he's hurting. Shout out SouFlo, keep your head up. These things happen. But me not comment any further till I hear Brain's part. Just like we did with the major hype thing, right? When Kirby first came out and we said, boy, we're empathetic, sympathetic for a female, to that is her description of her experience. But me not use that for tear down him yet. I think he owes the public an explanation. Remember that? And I said, wait till I hear both sides of the story, because it's their relationship. They're the ones that were in it. And if both parties are willing to come forward and speak, then the right thing to do to be balanced is to hear both sides and remain neutral. You weren't there when things are happening, so you can't just automatically say, yeah, I'm beat her because she's saying beat her. And the man over here, I tell us, me, I get beaten, you know? And me, I get beaten. So in India, beat up each other then, right? And that's where we took it. These people, boy, now we let it run. We let that run for about a week, right? Oh, she not come back yet, and all these things. They're laughing. People are laughing. Oh, the first pretty girl SouFlo get, and all kind of something. I don't know why you think that the girl would have wanted there with you. And her sister, she wild. You can see it in her eyes. She young. She want to go on road, go look man and have fun. And they talk all kinds of stuff. Till people started saying stuff like them have video or them have pictures or all kind of something. We let it go for a week. And then we went live on a weekend. Literally, I'm sitting there, and this is the first time I'm supposed to explain fully what happened between me and Brains, right? And why she left. Now, mind you, this was an experiment all along. So while I'm there talking, Brains walks out and stands on screen on camera. And the views went from like 100 and something to like immediately 400, 500. Then the numbers started going 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. The people just started coming in, right? Because the whole time I'm there talking, I talk for about a good 5 minutes, 10 minutes first. And them are sympathizing, and them are say, yeah, man, long time that will happen to you. And I'm watching these people who were our biggest cheerleaders at one point. Yeah, man, me didn't know so she got left. Long time that happened to you. And then she walks out. These people were so mad that they were so upset that it wasn't true. They were so upset that it wasn't true. What their narrative was not true. That they started cussing us out. Oh, you gone low now, SouFlo. You do your prank with now for what? For views. And this you have to do for get views. And that's why gone now. Me have unsubscribe. They were so mad, they were like, me unsubscribe. You're unsubscribing because you found out that it was a prank. When you sit down and watch prank videos all day. So what if I wanted to prank my audience? Them sit down and watch prank videos all day, right? Yankee do prank video all day. Now Jamaicans do prank videos now too all day, and they watch them. But they were hoping so much that it was, yes, she left him. I want to celebrate. I want to watch him cry. Imagine your mind state. Imagine your mind state where you you're sick. You're sick. You are ill. Imagine your mind state as a person where you literally sit there and hope and wish that the worst is actually true so you can celebrate. And you're disappointed because it wasn't. And we did that on purpose. I said, babe, we're going to cut the grass low. Well, I want to see all the snakes. And that's exactly what we did. That's exactly what we did. See? Sick. Sick as hell, sick. And I don't know how you walk around and function daily and tell yourself that you're a good person. And at the morning when you brush your teeth and wash your face in front of that glass, that mirror in your bathroom, do you have the guts to look at yourself and you really feel that you're good? Crazy. That's why I'm saying, for those of you who are able to stand and look in that mirror and say, I'm proud of you. You're an honest, hardworking person. You're a good person. You care about other people for real. And you're being blessed. Things in your life are happening. You're accumulating. You're doing, you're heading places. Because this is your karma. And it's good. And it feels good. Yeah? Continue to do that. Continue to push that vibration. If you can't do that, you have issues. But then I remember that there are people, narcissistic, crazy people. They could just come from killing some innocent woman. They would literally look themselves in the mirror and say, yeah, I'm proud of you, you know. You're doing good. You're... Upon some Cersei this morning. Cersei, good for you. Good for your blood. I'm on some Cersei this morning. So people, we are our worst enemy, as it's always been proven. If I use my platform to speak up on behalf of this my people thing, then when they come to crucify me, it's the same people that I've been speaking up for that will be there cheering at my crucifixion. And I know that as well. I also know now that there are a lot of people that pretend that they support you or like you. For whatever reason, they hang around, right? They hang around. They make sure them subscribe. I've had people who subscribe just and click the button. So when you subscribe to the channel, you have to also click that bell. The bell will notify you every time a new video is up. Can you imagine hating somebody so much or disliking someone so much? You subscribe to their channel, you click the notification bell, and you click the part of the notification that says, send me all videos. So when you click that bell, you hover over the bell, right? And the bell is going to give you choices. It says, send me some of SouFLoTV videos when they're uploaded, send me most of them when they're uploaded, or send me all of them when they're uploaded. A lot of you are not getting all the videos when they're uploaded. So you now say, SouFlo, how come I not see you online again? I now get my notification them. Yes, you subscribe. But when you click the subscribe bell, or when you click the notification bell, you did not click the choice on the notification bell that says send me all of the videos. And when you don't do that, YouTube sends you some, and then they send you very few. So that's a go on. We are here, man, doing it. John Dixon says, I love you, SouFlo. You provide so much info. I try. And I try to be entertaining. Not try to be entertaining. I try to be natural. And people gravitate towards natural. Like when we talk about life in general. Everybody is going through the same thing or has gone through that at some point in their life. No experience is unique to just one human being. And that's why I tell y'all, like, if you're going through stuff, please know that somebody else close to you is going through the same thing as well. They're just not speaking about it, or they're not crying as loud as you are about it, right? So we share similar experiences. So I'm gonna talk about them, you know. That's sort of thing that we can all relate. All right. Now, moving right along, I would like to talk about Tommy Lee Sparta. This might not be of interest to some of you because you're like, I'm not even into that sphere of music. I don't listen to that genre. But it's bigger than just the genre of the music. For the longest, the talk has been that many dance hall artists are involved in criminal activities. They're closely connected to the underworld. They're associated with known killers and known gangsters, known area don leaders, so on and so forth. A gunman them, they carry guns, and things keep happening that confirms that narrative to some degree. For instance, Aladdin, another dancehall artist, was recently pulled over by police in Jamaica, and he took off speeding and threw the gun out the roof, and them catch him in Ghana jail. He's locked up. I saw a video yesterday of him being led in handcuffs from the courthouse into a vehicle. I guess they're taking him back to lockup, and today he will be in front of a judge today to be sentenced. He pled guilty. So there's some proof. Dancehall artist found with gun, illegal gun, threw it out the vehicle, tried to get rid of it. It feeds the narrative. Tommy Lee Sparta is one of them that has been wanted for the longest, to put it that way, because they've been on him for the longest. He keeps getting arrested and released and getting arrested and released, and people are starting to say, well, look, either you guys are targeting this guy, because every time when they release him, it's nothing. I think the last time he was locked up a few months ago, they held him for 41 days and then just let him go. No explanation, no nothing, no charge, no nothing. So the people are convinced that there is definitely something going on. You know, like in the US, I don't know if you know it, they have what's called the hip hop police. The hip hop police is a unit that is specifically organized to target the hip hop industry. These artists, their camps are infiltrated by agents, and through that, they're able to follow the money. Just like what happened to 6ix9ine. Millions of dollars are being generated by these artists. So they have the money to have a bunch of yes man around them, order hits, tell them which other rapper to kill. This is real stuff. So the same thing is happening in dancehall music, they're saying. So people are saying, I wonder if them have the dancehall police, a unit that is specifically, well, Tommy Lee at this point, he's been associated with gangsters. From a talking paper, he's been associated with gangsters, some of the more known gangsters. He's been associated with the gang, which is called the Sparta gang, out of Flanker, Montego Bay. And if you know, Montego Bay murder rate is something serious, along with Clarendon, my own place, murder rate. Westmoreland, Brains Place, murder rate, serious. So Montego Bay is one of those places. Flanker Sparta gang. His name is Tommy Lee Sparta. His explanation for his name is the place named Sparta, and he is from that place. So that's why he attached Sparta to his name. Also, there's another artist who is a white man that is more popular globally, Tommy Lee, and he ran into copyright infringement issues, naming himself Tommy Lee when it was time for his music to fly out of Jamaica. So in the States, he would not be recognized as Tommy Lee because there's another Tommy Lee or someone else already performing under the name Tommy Lee. So he had to adjust his name. So he adjusted it to Tommy Lee Sparta. Sparta Mobile is where I'm from. Well, law enforcement says no. The gang, Sparta gang, you play a significant role in Sparta gang. At one point, they had him as the leader. Sparta gang is well known, and you play a significant role in it. That's why you put the name on your name. Don't come with that. You could have named yourself something else. Don't come with that. So he's been in entanglement about that. His name has been called in quite a few murders. I've played the voice notes for you guys where people come out and tell about how him dash with my brother and him dash with my cousin, and he went to go see them and they took him out to sea on boat and then beat him and all kind of something. I play the voice notes with my disclaimer. The disclaimer is this is not my information. This is what is being said out there. And I played those voice notes because I knew that more would come. And here we are with more would come. So he's been associated, his name called upon murders. And he got to be careful because in Jamaica we have a saying, if in a gossip, it close to gossip, right? So they're using that to judge him. And basically he is looked at as someone who's closely associated with the underworld. His close associations to the Dons, his close associations to scammers. Because you know him come out and sing about him, rich friend them, and these kind of things. And he was actually on scamming charges for a long time. Took it to court, beat it, walked away. Drug dealers, gunman. He's been seen in pictures, or I should say, one picture that I saw. He was in the company of somebody that is a, or was a wanted man. Wanted for murders. Okay, so with all that said, now the breaking news recently was that he was arrested. So a special unit swooped down doing their normal traffic stop, decided to pull over these two suspicious vehicles or trailing them or whatever while going. End of the story is he ends up getting found with a gun. I said it yesterday. I don't know if they found the gun on his persons or they found the gun in a vehicle where multiple people were riding in. That was not clarified in the news. One news entity put out that he was found with the gun on his person. Not only the gun, he was found with a magazine and extract bullets and all these other things. I look at this situation kind of weird because I'm trying to think that there's no way that they could be that dumb, given all that you've gone through, to still be involved in criminality, knowing that you are under a scope. I remember Tommy Lee came on stage with Mr. Winfred Williams, you know, and he was saying that the things that has been done to him and that he's had to survive through, the average person would have went crazy, because at one point he didn't know if police is going to come kill him because somebody paid police to kill him. He don't know if they want to get rid of him. His income has been blocked. He was losing millions. And these guys don't make small money, you know. They're young and they're black and they're rich. Them don't make small money. When you see them able to fly in their Mercedes Benz or buy Range Rover, drop top Range Rover and all these other things and build up big house and multiple vehicles and a bag of man that they all, them alone supply whatever is needed for a multitude of people. So some people are like, they're going to set him up. They've been extorting him. They're going to set him up. And when he decides he doesn't want to pay extortion no more, they will bring the full brunt of everything down on him. You could have heard him get catch with gun now, and next thing him gone to prison. So now it's the police words against his words and us looking in again. Kind of like Kirby and Major Hype. That's their relationship. And we were the outsiders looking in. You want to hear both sides of the story. When Vybz Kartel went into prison, he went into prison on weed charges, not murder charges. It was a known fact. He even went to Cliff Hughes and did an interview where he said, right now, I'm afraid for my life because right now I can't expect anything to happen. You know, they're out for my life. You can't expect me to either lose my freedom or lose my life, but I'm not holding it no more. I'm talking up. And he started calling out certain names and saying certain things. And before you know it, he was in a hotel room where he was surrounded by undercover police, jump out squad. And next thing you know, oh, Vybz Kartel was arrested today with large amounts of marijuana found in his presence, and it went from him being arrested for ganja to Vybz Kartel has been charged with a murder. Then Vybz Kartel has been charged with double murder. Mind you, he went in for weed. He's thinking, oh man, I got shows to do, I got business to conduct. This damn weed charge, for what? And he goes in thinking it's a weed charge. I'm going to call my lawyer, fight this weed charge, and gets hit with 2 murder charges. One of which was not able to stick, and the other one got him life. I'm looking at Tommy Lee. And I said to my wife yesterday, I said, babe, I'm going to charge him enough. Because we are updating the story, and she knows that I did a story on it when it first broke that he was arrested. So when the update came, because I'm one person, I can't pay attention to everything. She said, babe, you see the update? So after they arrested him, the next thing that they did was his lawyers filed a habeas corpus. Habeas corpus basically says, charge my client or release my client. Charge him with something, show us the proof, what you have against him, or release him. And the judge would say, okay, prosecutors, do you have anything we can hold on to, tangible, that could justify why this human being is sitting in lockup? And they would go to the judge and they say, yes, Your Honor, this weapon right here was taken off his persons in a traffic stop. Here is an extra magazine. Here is the bullets. Here is, and they will say, okay, your client is to be held until further notice, or that client can be released now. So his lawyers filed that, and she gave me an update. When she gave me that update, I said, them not let him out enough. They're not letting him out. They're going to charge him. They're going to charge him for the simple fact that the gun was found in his possession, or they have the media putting it that it was found in his possession, meaning him did have it. He had a gun on him. We see Laden. Laden is going to prison. I don't know how much they're going to give him, 1 year, 2 year, but whatever it is, the DPP already said, we're going to set an example. We're going to show these guys in the entertainment fraternity that your entertainment dollars and your fame does not go above our laws. So we're going to use him to set an example. So I'm watching today to see how long they're going to give Laden. And that will determine what else will happen with Tommy Lee after this. Unless somebody else comes forward and says, I will take the charge, the gun was mine, Tommy Lee didn't know it was in the vehicle, that's a different story. But if he had the gun on his person, then nobody else needs to take that charge, because we take it out of the boy waste, Your Honor. You understand? So the details will have to be worked out in court, but I don't think that they're going to release him. I don't come on and speak bad about people or act as if I know the intricacies, because some of these people I know they're family members, okay? Not even the artists, the family members. And the family members that I know are good people. And we did talk about the person, that is the artist, as they are perceived in the public. So I don't want to be a hypocrite, and I don't want anybody's family members to be like, damn, look how me I am talk good about my brother, and then he get on his show and he slanders my brother like this with no proof. So I'm not going to be here talking about, oh, him forget lock up and dash if you like. All I know is they've been after him for a long time. They've held him many times. He has never been convicted, and he has never been found guilty of anything that he has been accused of. I think his thing runs deeper because you have a struggle. Church and state struggles for influence over the population. So there is a war between the artists them and church and state. Church and state is united. And church and state wants to keep the country and the people in a certain mind frame. This is the true God and living God, the one we tell you it is. And these are the laws, rules, and regulations of this religion, and you fall under this religion. Anything outside of that, and worse now in Jamaica, Tamiligo call himself Uncle Demon. And he explained what demon is to him. Demon is a spirit, right? And he said we're in a spiritual world, and demons do exist. And so, and him give me long explanation, but nobody now hear that. When you come with the paint up face thing, he came up with his own brand of dancehall called Gothic dancehall. Now, if you look up Gothic and if you look up being a goth, then you will see it's the same dark colors, painting up the face, black fingernails, some of them wear and do all kind of something. But in Jamaica, it's seen as him trying to establish a demonic entity in the country to win over the minds of the young people to something demonic. And church and state is saying we have to get rid of him. So although you might not like the lyrical content of somebody's song, or you might not like their image as an artist, I'm not the one to censor art. I think art should be free because art is an expression of what's going on around us, whether it's in painting, drawings, or it's in music or spoken words. So I wouldn't want to censor art, but these artists are not allowed to be free to create art. They can only create art under that umbrella, and anything outside of that, church and state is coming for you. So they have that regime they're fighting to be free as an artist. But at the same time, this is Jamaica that is celebrated in the Guinness Book of World Records as the country that has the most churches per square mile. Never mind that we have one of the highest murder rates per capita to go along with the most churches per square mile. But it's easy to scapegoat that music because the music does bring a certain presence to it. There's no way to sugarcoat it. Even if I like it, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Even if I'm intelligent enough to say, yeah, it's entertainment, it's a dark entertainment, I like it, I enjoy the songs, but I'm intelligent enough to keep it right there. It's just like when I pick up my remote, sit down on my couch, I'm gonna turn on the TV, I'm gonna say, yo, I'm feel for watch a dopey movie, a horror show, or I'm feel for watch a gun movie, want something exciting, some action movie. So it's okay for me to watch Tom Cruise kill about 100 men on screen. It's okay for me to watch Bruce Willis shoot a couple man in them face on screen. It's okay for me to watch all these big Jamie Foxx shoot a couple man, broke some neck on screen. You know, it's okay for me to watch these foreign entities perpetuate this high level of violence for the visual. It's one thing to say a man got shot in the head. Damn, you should have seen it. It's another thing to actually present the visual so you know what it looks like when a head is opened up by bullets. Movie does that. Movie takes it one step further. So I'm not only hearing about it now, like in a song, I see it on the screen. But they won't fight that. They won't fight that. They said the dancehall music is more influential. Now, I'm not here in defense but I'm also not here being against. I don't think they're going to let Tommy Lee go. Remember, I'm going to say it on SouFLoTV. I don't think they're going to let Tommy Lee go. If they let him go, they let him go. But I don't think they're going to let him go. I think they got him right where they want him. He is incarcerated. Charges have been brought. If these charges are dropped again, then that will only prove that they are scapegoating him. They are after him. And like many people are saying, he should leave the island of Jamaica because they're going to kill him or they're going to incarcerate him for decades like they did to his mentor, which is Vybz Kartel. And I remember this prominent bishop pastor came on and he said, when speaking about Vybz Kartel, he said, "Oh Lord, man, yes, man. Even the one Vybz Kartel. They've removed those from YouTube now. TVJ has removed their Owen Ellington. Vybz Kartel is the leader of a gang that is responsible for over 100 murders across the island." This is the commissioner of police that got on and said that with no proof at a time when you are fighting for your life and you're claiming your innocence. So I already knew that he was going to be found guilty and have a hell of a time appealing it. He brought a lawsuit against TVJ. TVJ removed the content, but what he said still sticks in the mind of the people. So people are running around really believing that he is the leader of a gang that is responsible for over 100 murders across the island. No proof has been brought forward. None. But people still believe it because it was said by the commissioner of police. This is somebody we hold credible. This is somebody that we would think would not get on the air on our national television and make these kinds of claims with nothing to back it up. Long story short, Owen Ellington, shortly after Kartel went to prison, was forced to retire, and he rode off into the sunset with his fat pension and all that. But he was forced to retire because his name started coming out in association with extrajudicial killings and being in the pockets of those who run the underworld. Criminality. His name came out. He is the commissioner of, this is our highest office, highest ranks for law enforcement, police. And his visa was confiscated by U.S. authorities. He was barred from entering the United States of America, but they didn't put that on front page. They didn't mention it to us. Through my own research, I'm wondering what happened to that police commissioner that said that about Kartel. When did? So I went to go look up and do some research and think, oh, so that's why he just flew out of office like that. Oh, so he was associated with, the US had papers on him. Okay. So what the US did was, we don't want him here, because if he is that high ranking, he might be a part of what we're seeing here. Remember the 4 police officers that got caught recently in the US and have been linked to a rather large cocaine ring. Now, I know some of you are not too privy to the information of that kind of world because it doesn't pique your interest, so you don't go looking. But recently, it was $2 point something billion worth of cocaine that was found at the airport recently. I'm talking about in a few days ago. So when you see our police officers are able to leave work on work days, take a flight to go escort a shipment into the US and have it distributed properly to its locations, you have to know that higher ups are involved. But these are the same people that are able to snatch these entertainers off the street and say what they want to say about them with no proof. So I will, for the Tommy Lee thing, I will say this. It is my prediction that they will hold him. I hope it doesn't happen like this. I know his family, good people. That doesn't mean that he is good though. But I hope it doesn't happen like that. And I hope due diligence, due justice is served. But here's my prediction for that. Just the same way how they held Vibes Cartel and he went in for weed, and then him hears a murder charge hit. And then him hears a next murder charge hit. And now he's sitting behind bars facing a double murder. I think we're going to witness something similar. We're going to witness something similar because he is where they want him now. And with this gun charge, they can get at least a couple of years in. They want him off the streets. They want him off the streets. Let's not forget, extortion is huge. If they're in Jamaica if they're extorting shopkeepers, look, Miss Matty of our shop in the community is getting extorted. So if they're extorting little Miss Matty, you think they're not extorting these entertainers? Young men driving around the island in Mercedes Benz and drop top Range Rovers and Porsche Cayenne, and you think they're not extorting them as well? And they have to worry about extortion from crooked police. They have to worry about extortion from real gunmen. They have to worry about falling in line with area don rules and regulations before the area don start thinking you trying to take over his spot because you moving like you are done. They have a lot to worry about. They have a lot to worry about. Chinora White says Politrix watch. I never normally do this, but let me clear this up. Chinora, don't call anybody else's name on my platform, please. Okay? If y'all want to go look up who Politrix watches, they tell a great story, whatever, and it's entertaining to you, then go and do that. But don't call anybody else's name on my platform. People got to understand when I say these things, I do it because of exactly the same reason I said when I started this video, how we were talking about vaccine and the video froze. And it was actually a server problem with YouTube, but you guys were quick to be on everybody else's channel, talking all kinds of mess that wasn't true. So these other entities that harbor hate and disrespect and carry, say, SouFLoTV's name everywhere and say, don't bring their name over to my channel, because what happens is people come over here and next thing you hear, oh, SouFLoTV over there talk bad boy. Not me. Not me. It's happening in the comment section. I can't monitor 500 and plus people speaking at once and do a show. But because it's on my channel, my name in a mix-up now, right? And a lot of these people are not like me. If I find out that you have a problem with me, I go straight to you. As soon as they start calling my name the wrong way, trust me when I tell you this, I'm in their inbox. We don't have to do nothing on live public forum, nothing. We can do it that way, but I'm not for that type of drama. So I don't like people name called on my platform, and I don't call their name on my platform, right? And it's not because, oh, people get it twisted. Oh, a jealousy, and you know, want to share and big up the people, them and all. That's not what it is. I big up a whole lot of people. I share the light with a whole lot of people. Certain names and platforms have a certain energy to it. I've received a whole lot of, because remember, I'm telling me don't watch people, but my audience members will send me these things. Oh my God, SouFlo, why them saying this about you over there? So, and that's how I find out about channels. I don't even know these channels exist, some of them, until I get sent a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like, what? I did what? Who's this? And then I go look. And that's how I end up on the channel. And I will see stuff. I'm not saying that's what happened with Politics Watch. I'm just saying. For Politics Watch, shout out to Politics Watch. I'll do it like that. There were a whole lot of people coming over to my channel saying a whole bunch of stuff. All them come from Politics Watch and yo, SouFlo, suck your mother. Politics Watch are the real thing. You don't know nothing, blah, blah, blah. I don't want that energy. All right. So out of respect for that, I don't call up anybody else's name that does the same thing that I do unless I'm trying to promote their channel. And if I'm not trying to promote their channel, I just don't mention their name because I don't like the mix-up. I'm a grown man, right? And I don't like the mix-up. If you have a problem with me, you can come directly to me. Matter of fact, when people say shout out to Rappa Croppa as well, when people say stuff like in my comment section, yo, SouFlo, that's why I have to subscribe to you, you know, and then they follow that up with something like, and the boy Rappa Croppa, him is a damn idiot. Him can't even form a proper sentence. See, I let those people know right away, stuff like this. I appreciate you for being here, but you don't have to tear one of us down in order to build the other one up. That I don't subscribe to. And I'll leave this here long enough for you to read it, and then I'll erase your whole comment. Because I don't want people coming to my channel and seeing negativity about others that do the same thing that I do, my own people, and think that I am entertaining that kind of an energy, right? I was the one that said, we don't understand our powers. Because if we actually formed a group, and remember, this was about a couple of years ago, I suggested they have the Vloggers Federation, where a group of vetted, credible, since y'all call us vloggers, a group of vetted and credible names are put on this list. What that would allow us to do, let me throw this out there. What that would allow us to do, you see those commercials? So corporate sponsorship. Corporate sponsorship is not necessarily looking for one person to work with. A package deal is always better. If I can put out, say, SouFLoTV has a pen for sale. If I can put that pen in one group and suddenly that pen is mentioned on 10 different channels, I'm winning. I'm winning. I would choose that before I put that pen on one channel and then hope that enough people see it from that one channel to come support it or buy it, right? So that was my concept years ago about the whole Vloggers Federation thing. Of course, nobody else seemed like they were interested except for Brains and myself. So we left it right there. I believe, shout out to Wiz and Shaq from JA Radio TV. Wiz and Shaq is another, that's a vlogging couple. Again, you with the vlogging thing, but that's a vlogging couple. I don't know if you guys go over and support them as well, but they were somewhere around that time, and I was thinking they would have been a good fit. Some other names would have been a good fit. Bring it in and handle it like that. I'm looking at corporate sponsorship. I'm looking at the big money. I see other vloggers do it, but they're not us. And we can do it. But because of our disunity and our naturally developed distrust, and also our nature to slander, slaughter each other, to feel like we have to destroy one in order to build another, because of that, we're unable to become a conglomerate. We're unable to form a team that can actually get real money. Our vloggers ain't getting money. Our vloggers are not getting money. But we have so many people that are fighting for that space because of the little bit of money that is being made. Now, if they could only understand how much money is really out there, these white YouTubers and Hispanic YouTubers and Latino YouTubers, they're united. They're buying mansions and 2020 Benz, and forget Benz, them gone past that. They're living in $1 million houses. They're able to travel the globe and do all kind of stuff straight off their platform. Why? Because they are united and they are organized. And I'm trying to tell my Jamaican or Caribbean vloggers that if we pull it in together, we can go get that same money too. And no, it's not all about money, but there's so much we can do with money. The United Vloggers Federation was actually had, what was attached to it was for each vlogger that was in the United Vloggers Federation, we would all meet up in Jamaica once a year. And we would meet up at the parish or the city or town that each one of these vloggers come from. So for instance, this year would be my year, and if it was my year, we would meet up in Clarendon somewhere at a designated place that I would choose. We would meet up in Westmoreland for Brains at a designated area she would choose, or wherever they come from. And what we would do when we get there is this would be a concerted effort to pull all our fans, unite everybody, and have real life charity events that are effective, where we raise a certain amount of money and we focus on a particular project in that area where that vlogger comes from. Do you know what that would do? It would allow each person to be able to go back home and to walk with their heads held high because they are contributing, they are helping, they're genuinely doing something, making positive changes. Too good of an idea? Not united enough? You know what I'm saying? Karen Austin, I swear, I woke up with that on my mind this morning. I did. I said, I'm going to start the live out by saying, did y'all pray this morning? Did you pray? Go on, go pray. Say like a prayer. And I'm seeing it right now. She actually asked the question that I thought of asking, but didn't start out with it. So with that said, the show is usually an hour. We went for an hour and 17 minutes this morning. Somebody said, but Jamaican people can't do it. Please try again. The question was, did you pray this morning? People, you don't have to clasp your hands and bend your knees and hurt up your knee them on your tile floor or your wood floor or all this stuff. Some people can't bend because you have limited range of motion, all that. Prayer is prayer right through. So if you pray, you can pray on the train getting to work. You can pray. I'm praying right now, and I'm speaking to you while I'm praying. The goal is to develop a praying spirit, foster that relationship and that connection. I remember I said to you, I don't entertain people with them. We don't go back and forth about which religion is right and which one is wrong. I don't do that with people. We don't go back and forth about your perception of God versus mine. I have my relationship with my creator, and I encourage others to do the same as well, right? And if it brings you peace, and if it helps you to be a better person and a good human being, then it's working. See? So a praying spirit, nobody will worry about who me I pray to. A praying spirit, as long as all you need to know is my intentions are good. And I want my work on earth to be good as well. I firmly believe in karma, and I don't think any religion can save you from karma. Because, you know, people do a lot of bad stuff to people, and then they run to religion, and they think it's all good. And then we see them in their religious years suffering. That karma came back around. And we're thinking, but this person is so good. Them always a preach and a pray, and but karma never forgot. So you ran to your religion. You and your God is good. You have been forgiven. But the energy that you had placed in the universe is still here in rotation. And you've hurt who you hurt. And it's coming right back around. So you're going to have to get that. And you're going to have to feel that and live that. So your religion can't save you from karma. That's my firm belief. That's why I say make sure that you're being good. Make sure you're sowing good seeds. Because no matter how you run go a religion, karma ain't missing you. Right? All right. So foster that relationship. And do have a praying spirit. Develop a praying spirit. It makes you a stronger person. Sometimes when you see people quit on difficult tasks, they quit because they weren't able to dig deep and go to that place because they don't have that place. They never developed. They never built that place. See? Sometimes when you see some of us make it through some things, it's that praying spirit. It's that praying spirit. I've seen someone left a comment the other day about God does not deal in fear. And I was like, well, this could go many ways. We're going to end up talking about what God are you talking about, right? My God, from what I've known in my years on earth, I can say my God is a wrathful, jealous God, angry God at some times, but also a loving and forgiving God, right? That's how me have in my thing. Fear is normal. Fear is healthy. If a man jumps out on you right now to attack you, it's fear. Fear is going to make you defend yourself, or fear is going to make you assess the situation quickly and say, I can get away. Me run, me gone, or I'm going to have to fight. And I can take that as this right here. The first time I went on a deployment and I landed in, so we went into Iraq this first time. We went into Iraq, but I had landed in Kuwait first. So we go to Kuwait and we're there, we're training in the desert to get climatized so we could cross over into what is the war zone, right? And I didn't think nothing about it. The first time, so as soon as I got time come to go into the war zone, this is where we know that people like us are leaving in body bags or not making it back. So my fear is mounting, right? My fear is mounting. And I'm fighting with this fear and I'm holding it down because all my doubts started coming out. Like, SouFlo, you weren't born in America. Why you there in that people them army? And look what them have you now. You see how much I know I did over here? You're really out here in uniform with gun and 7 magazine ready for go fight war. Oh man, so you have to quiet these things down. And as it got time to go over into the combat zone from Kuwait over into Iraq, the fear got more. I remember when we landed in theater and the first patrol, no lie to you, there's a talk going around right now where the youth say, Pesheng weng weng weng. I don't know if you heard it, but you know us Jamaicans, we come up with all kinds of crazy stuff. It was Candy Wow that said, wow, right? Call the ambulance. Wow, 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 wow. We turn anything in a fashion. So, Pesheng weng weng weng, I swear to you, the first time I heard an AK-47 crack, and it cracked close, that bullet whistles like, and from that day till now, I never forget. And anywhere I hear an AK-47 crack, I can tell you that's a chopper. That's an AK cracking. Because the thing literally have a sing to it when it crack. And it really does sound like Pesheng weng 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 weng. If the thing travel. with a wang, 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 wang kind of sound behind it, right? Funny, that part. But the fear was there. I was praying in my spirit all along. Praying in my spirit all along. And then it got to a point where I had to be upset. Mackerel Tech People Man. See, Mackerel Tech People Man, that went big as well, right? The fear was there in me. But I realized that I couldn't let this fear stop me. My goal now is to make it back home in one piece and make it back home with my team. I was a team leader. Now, I don't know if you know what it means to be a team leader in a infantry squad. I was the alpha team leader. Alpha team leader means alpha, my team goes in first. Bravo team backs us up. Sometimes we might alternate on different missions. Who's going to go in first when we hit the house or whatever. And I said to myself, this fear, it's present, it's here, but I can face it and work with it. And I did that. I did that. So fear is real, and fear is always there. It's normal to fear. To be consumed by fear and to allow it to take you over to the point where you can't function effectively is when you have a problem with fear. So I should end this video by saying, fear not of fear. Fear is always there. But if you keep a praying spirit, fear will not consume you. And you will be able to work through fear to the point where when others look at you, they will think you are a fearless person. But it's not that you're fearless. It's that you have a praying spirit that conquers fear. All right? Never left that one there, right? That's this morning. Something for you to take throughout the day. Manners and respect, people. Thank you for tuning in this morning. I appreciate you, each and every one of you, even the one them that tune in and then go talk about things that don't go. So I don't know what you get out of that type of life or being that kind of person. But just remember, when the lights go out, when the crowd and the chairs are away, and you stand in front of that mirror, you better be proud of what you see. You're the one that's going to have to live with the sadness of what that reality is, or the joy of being that being you look at. All right? I'm out. Peace. Oh, and don't forget, before I go, I want to see y'all on Bartender